I do like that.
I think you did good. We tried to throw you the curveball with the Spanish and a little bit, and then other than that, we didn't really throw you much. But I think it's good that you kind of assumed that we were being deterrent, if you will, and then decided to get the passenger's ID and also pull me out of the car to kind of separate us, because we could have been conniving each other, you know.
Yeah.
You made the call to give the warning and everything. I think overall you did good when you arrived. Your positioning was good. You did go past the B pillar. You kept at the 45-degree angle. Used the megaphone, engine off, windows down, called for backup, etc. I think everything went good.
Okay. I just wanted to get you one.
The only thing I would say is sometimes, you know, obviously we can pull the person out of the vehicle. For Pennsylvania versus MIMS, we don't always have to. Sometimes, like you said, it's almost a more personable thing. I think you did in that scenario.
No, I did it because you made a threat, Jay. That's why I did it.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. I would probably wouldn't have done it otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't always want to pull people out of the car because sometimes people will get more hostile. But since I did make a threat to you, I can understand why you pulled us out and separated us and stuff. No, I think overall you did good.
Okay, all right, thanks, lad. I appreciate that about you.
No problem.
You know, I was kind of thinking about.
That car is filthy.
Come here.
We're gonna fuck with me hard, and I know.
Hey, we still got pursuits to come, right?
What, Jay?
You said you were like got fired.
Well, I thought I was gonna get fired, but then I didn't. Wait, you telling me I'm fired now?
No, I have no power to do that.
76.
No. They said I had drugs and alcohol in my system, and technically they were correct.
Asher, we're missing our shootout.
But it was alcohol
Dude,
from
our
last
truck is
night
free.
and a bunch of prescription drugs. Look, go on my profile. I put them all there so nobody gets confused. Yeah.
It's fucked up.
At the same time,
hop back on channel 6 when you can.
I'm on channel 6.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you go to 17902, that's my profile. I put all my medication in there so I don't get fired.
Bro, that was been a great shootout.
Oh wait, that's actually crazy. They're on the big building.
Well, listen,
in Cypress.
is this no pro? Okay.
We would lose that actually.
Matt Furman.
Probably, but if we just send all the cadets in,
He
We would have to hot
there.
drop.
Now nobody can fire me. That's how it works. Yeah.
What do you like?
I feel like we'd be fine.
Hey, bird.
I have a question.
How you doing, bud?
Watch
You're
it.
taking a pill for alcohol recovery.
That's right. Yeah.
You had alcohol in your system from last night.
I don't want to talk about it. Shit.
Well, no. Just like
Me? I'm running off a pure fumes. I'm not gonna lie.
You had a chance to answer the question. You just fucking sat there.
Yeah.
What are you thinking in your fucking head? You didn't fucking say anything. You just put a fucking word in your mouth. I know exactly. I've known you for so long.
Fuck,
You
you're
slept.
right.
What you want from me?
You're right.
Yeah, I actually slept last night for once.
What kind of cop do you want to be?
He's gonna
well,
take
there's
some
no
moonshine.
fire.
PM dog.
I think it would be kind of
Right. You are on thin ice, aren't you?
Yep.
That is setting the bar high.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so
my
proud.
Yeah.
So proud.
No.
I have faith in him. I have faith.
Well, I've been.
I have-
Jim, it's alright. I've been fired once, and I got rehired. So.
You did? Yeah. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
I have been fired. Yes.
Was it
Is
for
there a
drugs
record
and
for how many
alcohol?
times?
Jimmy, you been fired?
I have been fired. Yeah.
How many times
I
did
feel
you
like
get fired.
Jim's gonna set a record for how many times you can be fired and rehired, right?
No,
Yeah, I could do
Well, you gotta wait
that,
30 days. So, you know, it's like a 30-day little holiday.
Oh,
Well,
that.
like a
Yeah.
little
Does
break.
the cooldown increase?
Oh, I can
No,
go
I
on
think
a,
it's
I can
30
go on
days
a
of
He goes
cruise.
from 30
Yeah.
to 60.
It's like a
Free
free holiday.
cruise.
Yeah.
Every time you get fired.
Nice shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
They go on a cruise around the Bahamas. Yeah.
This is brisket on the beef. Can you
It's
hear
like
me?
a
It actually
No.
sounds amazing.
Yeah, it sounds
Like
really
the
nice.
Bahamas.
Yeah, we can hear you, Betty.
We're never talking again. Then.
I got a feeling you're gonna chase moonshiners.
All right, if you haven't already, make sure
This
you have
moonshine?
your
Yeah.
muscle for the megaphone. Thank you.
Great stuff. Yes.
Fucking hell, no, you shouldn't have told me that yet. I'm recovering.
Jimmy, are we using the same reports as yesterday?
What have you
Oh, I
done,
couldn't tell.
Reinhardt?
Yes, everyone.
Reinhardt, you're going to get this man
Did you
fired.
tell-
with all
did
the-
you test
your
come
fault.
back positive?
Yourself fired,
Positive
probably.
for drugs and
What the
alcohol.
hell?
Oh my goodness.
Bro, how are you still here?
Good,
kind of?
good drugs, prescription drugs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But is it, you know, safe for you to be on duty?
Yep, that's what they determined. It.
We're all getting shot.
What kind of alcohol?
It was Jameson. 3 bottles of Jameson last night.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Have you ever had
Three
to
bottles?
You have a layover drunk?
How are you standing up?
I'm very used to it, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry
How old
about
are you
it.
again, Jim?
I'm 60
very
this year.
alcohol
My
tolerant.
birthday was a few weeks back.
You and
How about
PT
your-
are neck and neck.
Who the hell's PT?
All right, cadets, get in a
Never
circle.
met PT before.
Circle.
57.
Circle.
You're a very old man.
Oh my god.
Circling.
I wasn't very good at geography.
For
If I want to be
circle.
a square.
Circle.
I don't mind you
Circle.
next to me. I like your
Yes,
mustache.
thank you.
It's very nice.
Circle.
Oh my
This is not a
god.
circle, guys. This is
You
getting
have a
worse
very
by the
nice
second.
mustache.
Oh my god, it's an egg.
I'm only good at lines, ma'am.
I love it.
Guys, it's
I
not
need
that
you
hard to
guys
make a
to
circle.
form a circle
Ooh,
like you're
circle.
talking with a bunch of your friends, just standing around in a
So,
circle.
circle with
Come on.
cadets only, or you guys included
Just
in the
cadets.
circle?
Us included.
Just cadets.
Oh no, yeah,
now,
circle.
now
Yeah.
this is looking like a test.
That's easier.
Circle. Oh my god,
Why?
circle.
How?
Close the circle.
This is still not a circle, guys.
More like an
Okay.
oval.
This is a huge ass oval for no reason.
It's a testicle.
No, it's good. Yeah.
It's a testicle.
All right, 1 through 20. Odette, pick a number.
17.
To your right, pick a number.
Right on. That's you.
Oh shit. We're gonna let fate decide it.
Number.
He's
2
gonna
seconds.
roll.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
5.
Ooh.
All right, next one. Go. Number.
7.
Next.
3.
All right, you
4.
won. You now get in the middle of the circle.
Oh shit.
Oh,
She had
no.
a number.
Get fucked.
Tell us 3 interesting things about yourself.
Oh my god, not
Um,
this.
I like to do paint by numbers.
Get some-
I like to play board games with the pals.
What board games?
Yeah.
Not paid by
Oh,
numbers.
any and all. Like you
Better
name
be
it, I'll
Dungeons and
play it.
Dragons.
New carpet.
Oh, D&D. I have spent many Friday nights. Hours
How do you feel about
long.
Captain Sonar?
10 out of 10.
Okay.
You had to think about that.
All right, one more interesting thing.
I'm nervous all the time.
Don't care. Get in the circle.
I'm in the circle.
Damn.
Back in the line of the circle.
Okay.
Madeline, pick a number.
4.
Get in the middle.
Fuck.
Oh my god, look at the draw.
3 interesting things about yourself.
You made me black out.
You like to
I
black
think-
out, is what you said?
No,
Did you say
made
she makes her like?
You
Are
like
you
to
getting
black
drunk
out?
to
You
the
and
point
Jim
you're
might be
blacking
good
out?
friends. You and Jim might be good
Are
friends.
you blanking out due to
What's going
alcohol or
on?
asphyxiation?
Wait, me and Jim are buddies. We're like, we're
Oh, are you now?
That wasn't my
no, we're-
question. What's your 3 interesting
sorry.
things?
I like yeah.
But I'm
Those are
very
my 3
relaxing. Yeah, that's
interesting
true.
things.
You got 2
Yeah,
seconds
yeah,
to tell me
think-
3 things, or I'm going to hit you.
Okay. One, I like to play music, like instruments. 2, I like to collect minerals, like gemstones and all that shit. And
Ah.
3,
I like rocks.
No one asked you.
yeah, I like rocks. and 3, I like to collect music CDs. Okay, that's it.
All right, back in
How do
line.
you feel? How do you feel about the edible rocks you could buy that are like chocolate?
Oh,
What do you mean?
You can eat
they're
rocks.
great.
You talking about Pop Rocks?
I've
Yeah, they're
tried.
great.
All right, Betty, number.
9.
Hastings, number.
10.
In the circle.
I don't think there's any kind of thought process behind this.
There's not.
Right, I guess
It's gonna
well,
say cigarettes.
I
3
like
interesting
rock.
things.
I like rock.
You like rock?
I said rock music or
Hey,
Or
Wait,
Coke
why
rock.
are you,
No,
were you
no
stealing?
rock.
Wait, why are you stealing my shit, bro?
No,
Why are
you
stealing my
just
shit?
made me remember that I like rock.
Say it with your
you
chest,
know.
Hastings.
Oh, sorry. Well, what else?
Kind of rock, like marble rock.
Hey, let him get it out.
All kind of rocks. My mother dated Mick Jagger once. That was nice. He might be my dad. I'm not too sure.
Doubt.
And I've never eaten ash before.
You sure?
Right.
Yep. Yeah, I'm
Go
going.
back to the outline.
I'm
Get
going
in
with
the
Matt
circle.
Rhodes to eat ash soon. So
Huh?
I don't think you should be going with Matt.
I am. We did it in my interview. We said we're gonna do it. It's gonna be
Alright,
nice.
shut up,
Might
shut
have
up,
a higher
shut up.
chance of
What kind of ass? Is it a bear or a tweet?
Taken, all right?
Matt Rhodes is a married man.
Alright, next one. Pick a number.
No, he meant like donkey, as in
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Ass.
thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Jack, your
20.
turn.
Jack.
20.
Number.
20.
In the circle.
Oh my god.
Unlucky.
3 interesting things. Let's go.
I'm addicted to energy drinks.
Valid.
This mustache is 100% real.
What's his
Lie.
name?
Doubt.
It has been named Raymond today.
Beautiful.
By Ezra.
Raymond.
Yep. And that technically counts as an interesting fact, no?
Nope. We need another one.
One more.
I also love brim hats like it's fucking cricket on the Saturdays.
Shut up and get it back in line.
Oh shit.
Wait, what's your favorite energy drink?
Red Monster. Yeah.
Basic.
only can get in
Monster.
fucking
Monster.
the UK for
Monster.
some reason.
Monster.
What's that?
You should try the
Kevin,
mango
number.
one. Mango one's
19.
good.
In circle.
Going for circle.
3 things.
I like energy drinks more than anybody else.
Oh.
Oh.
What's your favorite?
Ooh, them's fighting
Oh,
words.
really?
Yep.
What's your favorite one? We gotta know if you have good taste.
Monster.
Right now the orange sickle ghost.
Ooh.
Valid. I'll give you that one.
Okay, yeah, that's
Wow,
valid.
I don't know
okay.
what that is.
That's pretty good.
It's actually
I
really
like-
good.
I like mountain biking, and I probably have the least amount of brain cells here.
We know. Get back in line.
I don't know about that. I
You
think
always
Jim's
sound
been
like you're about
smoking
to
all his
cry.
way.
Odette, number.
Dude.
In the
I
circle.
mean, I would too if Anastasia was my sister.
That's fucked up.
Damn.
That is fucking.
What is wrong?
She's dead. Damn. Come on, dude.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Alright, Odette, 3 things.
I'm a terrible driver. My favorite color is orange, and I sometimes call people mum.
Nope, back
Who,
in the
Mom?
circle. I was
Who?
not done with you.
Ah, fuck.
Okay, one
She prepared
doesn't
those,
count because we
so-
already knew that.
Most people did it.
No, I
Can't
can
drive. We
tell.
know that. We all know this. Next one.
Fuck. Oh, I like dogs.
What kind?
All.
Who are you calling mommy?
Yeah, who's
Everyone.
mom?
Sometimes, you know,
Even
get a bit
Asher.
upset.
She looks
There's
like
only be one mom, I
Well,
should.
especially Asher.
There
Mama
is
Lucas,
one
that
mom.
is good.
Mama.
Mama Lucas.
That's right.
I will call Lucas mum too. That's fine.
Alright,
I
back
just-
in line.
Oh, that's mother.
It's Loki.
Alright. Pick a number.
Lucas's laugh, but
7.
You're fucked. Get in the circle.
Fact
things.
1 is I'm fucked. You heard it. I'm fucked.
Not in the good way.
Is
That
that
don't
what
count.
you enjoy?
So fucked. We fucked. by
Favorite
Reinhardt.
color is green.
Come on. No, come
I'm
on.
also
with
a
the
shit
chest,
fucking
bro.
Robert.
Everything.
Can't hear you.
Come on, Reinhardt.
Speak up.
What?
Don't be a bitch.
Oh,
You've got
fuck.
this.
They with
Don't
the
worry.
chest.
Stop being a bitch, Reinhardt.
I don't like yelling
just-
sometimes. I
Oh,
forget
you
to
say
yell.
shit.
Is it
Just
fun fact?
fucking say
I'm
shit, Reinhardt.
dyslexic as fuck.
Come on, buddy. You've got this.
And
Don't worry. No
Odette
pressure.
pisses me off
Just keep
sometimes.
talking.
Fun
Valid.
fact.
Back in line.
Okay. Sorry to cut this short, but Matthew and Jack will be setting up a high risk to FTOs, do whatever they say or go in whatever positions you want them to go in, and then cadets watch and learn.
what are we doing?
Asher, can you help us with this one too? And
I didn't get to bully the last one.
Can jump in and show.
yeah,
what
Mabel,
help.
can you help us too?
Nope.
On this one?
Everybody bump me and Lucas.
Oh, God's crazy.
Oh, this guy.
Everything or what the fuck's happening?
You and Bert
They
are
have, like
fucking
creatine
hammered
and
stuff.
like
But
fucking
you
like
probably get like
everything
3
in
or
it.
4 people, the suspect.
Wait, what are 3 fun facts about you?
They're basically like
Yeah.
pre-workout energy drinks.
Yeah, Harry, what's your 3 facts? Oh, I want to hear it.
I was a police officer in the UK for 14 years.
damn.
We need
I got
to.
a beautiful dark code buddy,
Let's have like 2.
and I got a confession to make.
Stop vehicle and then.
What is it? Yeah.
Because of the backup units.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, we don't.
I wear a beard wig. I wear a
Oh
beard
my
wig.
god.
Fake beard!
Oh, fake beard.
Yeah, I'm a beard wigger.
What the hell?
I wear a beard wig. I'm sorry.
I did terrible on this.
I got another confession to make.
Okay. All right, me and Bird will get in the car.
drunk?
Yeah.
Nope. I'm sober right now. You can ask Maple.
It's true. We had 2 blood alcohol tests on him, and he is.
Well, I was sober earlier in the day when the tests got done.
I swear to God. I'm running your pockets. I'm running your pockets right now, Jim.
Go for it.
Whoever's got keys to that.
Maple, keys to the.
I don't have.
Cell.
I do. Yes, I do have keys to this.
Who wants keys? I have keys to this.
I
think they want that one.
You need keys to this one too? You got keys?
We're gonna give him the example first.
My damn hip's starting to hurt.
Walk through it as we're doing it.
Your hips.
I have not had enough coffee today.
Jim, I'm running your pockets.
Gone.
Oh.
I need an Now IV be careful now, coffee Maple. You might find a large bulge. Actually, no, he's Welsh. You'll find a small bulge.
Why do you have a Glock flashlight, but you didn't put the Glock flashlight on your flashlight? On your
I haven't
Glock.
put mine either.
Nobody told us to do it.
No one told us to do it, darling.
Nobody told us.
We are lemmings. We have to be told to do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're not allowed to touch it.
Brixton said we're nothing.
Betty, I'm
Call
running your
us
pockets.
lemmings.
Absolutely, you're not gonna like what you see. It's a
Okay,
mess.
I am a lemming. You guys are much more
I was gonna say,
better
I
than
don't
me,
think
okay?
there is many people here that are gonna know what lemmings are.
Why?
I'll throw
How
myself
are
off the
you-
cliff if somebody else does.
Wait, it was the game back in the day, right?
Yes.
Wait,
Legendary.
Thank
Betty,
God.
do you not have your
Gather
vest
around the
on?
cars.
No.
Come on.
Why?
No one told me to put it on.
Okay. No, you misunderstand
Channel
that
6, everyone.
entirely.
Channel 6.
Every time you get on duty.
Dead John, can't go there. Look at me, I'm top of my
Want me to
game.
explain it this way, or you gonna explain it?
Yeah. You can go for it, and I'll just add stuff.
Alright, everyone's on channel 6, yeah?
Yes, sure.
Alrighty, so we're gonna be rolling through a high risk stop.
Okay, I'm gonna try
formerly known
and
as a
do
felony
names.
stop.
Swan,
It's
John,
usually used in situations
Storm,
where,
Jack, Fuck, I can't remember, Pierce.
a high risk,
Roger.
or we know that they're
Pay attention.
dangerous or
I wasn't, I was
something
counting.
along those lines. It's a pretty serious sort of a deal.
Don't count.
Needs to be
Pay
taken
attention.
seriously and you need to pay attention. So the way you set it up is generally you'll pull the vehicle over. You won't pull the vehicle over though until you know that
Who's
you
next? Madeline,
have 77. So you need a minimum of 3 units to be able
Betty,
to pull the
Victor,
highest,
Banks. I think I'm good. I
As you
need
can see where the cars are
this
laid
lady at
out,
the
that's
end,
the final position that the vehicle
and
will be in.
whatever Pierce is.
And make sure you have your gun on your lap before you get out of the vehicle. Because the second you get out of the vehicle, you're going to be pulling your weapon and
Marie.
aiming it at the vehicle that we're pulling over. So essentially, this vehicle's got 2 people in it. You'd want to be calling that out on the radio, making sure
I don't see it,
clearly
Marie.
everyone knows what's going on.
Oh, I do.
With as
Isha.
much information as you possibly can, because high-risk stops generally turn into a pretty serious sort of a deal for the fact that you're doing a high-risk stop in the first place.
Devin Pierce.
Does anyone have any questions on the positioning of the cars or anything like that? Take that as a no. Alright, so essentially what you want to do is when the vehicle is pulled over, we never ever do a countdown, because if you do a countdown and the criminals hear it, they know how long they got before they can flee. So generally we'll speak on the radio, and I'd be the primary unit. I would say we'll go on my move, so as soon as they see me pull the door on my vehicle, so I'll get in. I make sure I've got gun in hand and I'm ready to go. I would say.
Did I get the
other
50K?
units, okay, as soon as I pull the door handle, I want you guys to react.
Yep.
Or respond or whatever. But say that. So
I
that
spent
the
some
driver-
already, but yeah, we got
driver and the
50K.
passenger of the vehicle in front of you, or any of the occupants
From
of the
John.
vehicle in front of you cannot hear you. And then make sure that you are speaking as loudly and as clearly as you can the minute you get out of the
Big
vehicle.
W, man.
So I'll go through with what we're going to do, and I'll explain each step as we go. So, units, as soon as I pull the door handle, I want you guys to step out as well. So get out of the vehicle, and if you pull your gun immediately and aim it at the vehicle, the door's going to stay open, which will give you cover in case they decide they want to shoot at you or whatever, and you aim your gun directly at the driver. The driver is the person that you'd want to take out first because they're in control of the vehicle, should something go south. once they're out of the
2
equation,
hours,
the car
something like that, yeah.
you can deal with it.
Pretty early in, we made 50k.
Everyone understand that situation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. Now, what would technically happen here is I would always keep my gun trained on the driver because I'm the primary vehicle. What I would do is I would have either Espinoz or, is it Larry? Oh no, it's Horver. Larry or Horver would then organise how the vehicle, how it's going to go with getting the people out of the vehicle. So I would pass it off to them and they would be the one that would announce what's going to happen. So essentially I'll say, Espinoz, it's on you or whatever. He will then take over and he'll be able to explain to you exactly what he's doing at the time.
Gonna be honest, I think with every felony stop, every officer does it differently.
Make sure you're very firm and clear when you give the directions. Driver of the vehicle, keep your engine off. Do it now. Step out of the door and throw your keys on the ignition. Do it now.
Like, one thing I want to ask, but I don't want to confuse the cadets, is like,
During the situation.
is there an issue with if I'm on my
Look through your
own
eyes, you're gonna take 3 steps backwards.
and I have to stop the car? Why would I wait for the other cars to turn up for me to get
2
out?
steps to the left. And now 2 more steps backwards.
I get it's like a backup thing, but like the longer you take, the more they're like, shit, something's going on here. And then the other cars start pulling up like that. I'm like, okay,
The whole
we get a
time he's
felony
doing that,
stop.
I do not take my eyes off the vehicle. So as soon as the driver gets out, I focus on the passengers of the vehicle. It'll be then the tertiary unit, which would be Horver. He'd be taking care of making sure that the individual...
But he's putting him in the car? Okay.
He'd have a gun.
Academy's different. I haven't been to an academy in a few years, man.
Passenger of the vehicle.
I can take the passenger if you want, because they're going to be closer to me.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Alright, so the fact that there's only 2 people in this, if there was someone in the rear of the car, Horver would then order the person out of the left rear to get out. But the fact that I'm closer to the passenger, I will get them to come to me because it's a shorter distance for them to cover for me to be able to get them in cuffs. So I will be passenger, hands up. Just step out of the vehicle, looking through your eyes. Take 3 steps backwards, do not turn around. 3 steps backwards. Stop there. 2 steps to the left. Stop there. And 2 steps backwards.
Man, he made it.
I'm going to place him in cuffs.
So while Davenport's placing him in cuffs, even though the cabin is clear, Horver and I are still keeping our guns at the vehicle. Because we haven't fully cleared it yet.
The minute you get one of the occupants in cuffs, what you want to do is you want to grab them and just place them in your vehicle.
I remember
they're out of harm's way.
From my academy when Pred and Jordan Steele
Anyone trying to come in behind you
were doing a felony stop. Dude, it was so funny. I wish we had that fucking academy like on video. I'm sure there is VODs out there somewhere, but they're fucking buried.
Right now, we'd want to clear the vehicle even though we can't see anyone
That was
inside
such a fun academy, man. I remember like getting my pants there.
Laying down in the back seat, anything's quite possible. So what I'd do is I'd say, Horver, you want to rotate in? Horver will rotate in and take over towards the driver's side of the car. Espinoz would then follow in behind him, and I'll keep my gun trained on the rear of the car in case someone pops out of the trunk.
Cabin clear.
Now that Horver's called cabin clear, he'll move towards the driver's side of the car to get into the driver's seat to pop the trunk. Myself and Espinoz will keep an eye on the trunk.
Open trunk.
One suspect in the trunk. Hands up in the trunk. Get out of
There's
the
actually
seat,
someone in
hands
the
up before
trunk.
your eyes.
I've never had somebody in the trunk before. That's so funny. They actually did it.
Was the sound of my voice.
1, 2, 3.
Take 2 steps to the left.
1, 2.
That's not steps, sir. Espinoz, you want to take over this dumb fuck that can't follow simple instructions?
Sir, go ahead and take 2 steps. No, do not turn around. Face away from me. Do it now.
course, Frost has been a
backwards.
little bastard.
Stay right there. Do not move.
I want to
Feels so weird being live for 4 hours and it's only like 20 past 10.
Sir, letting you know right now, do not resist or you get tased.
No, you didn't cuff me, sir.
Why is Hover still in the car?
He's resisting. Stand by.
Do not resist.
I'm not resisting. My hands are up in the air,
Sir, this is my last warning. This is my last warning. Or you'll be tased.
Or what?
Put your hands behind your back, sir.
For what? Yeah. Cage me for what? Yeah.
Eventually.
Alright. 195.
Alright. Well, I suppose is putting him in the vehicle. We know the vehicle's clear now, so the scene should be code 4. Primary on the stop would call out and call that, high-risk stop's code 4. Generally, when a high-risk stop is happening on the radio, no one else will speak on the radio.
I was going to ask that.
The only radio traffic should be what's going on at the felony stop or the high-risk stop. Forget I said felony stop. I'm old school. So the high-risk stop.
Oh yeah, it's a high risk. It's not a felony stop.
Outside of the people that are actually involved in it. Does anyone have any questions as to what went on?
Is there a 10 code for Harris stop?
I don't believe there is. It's just a high risk stop.
Yeah, you would just call it on radio high risk stop.
So at this point, we'd get all the individuals out and put them to the side of the road, and then we can question them, do whatever we need to do, and deal with the situation as to what actually led up to it. And then obviously the car can be documented.
I have a question.
Carry on as normal.
What would be like an example of why a high-risk stop is necessary?
Good question.
An example of why a high-risk stop is necessary?
Yes.
So you may have someone that has a warrant out for shooting 20 cops or something like that. They're very well known to be very aggressive towards police. There may have been situations earlier in the day where
the sad thing with me is, even if I do a high risk stop, if they get out and shoot me, even though I have the upper hand by being behind cover and ready to shoot, it wouldn't matter. I'd still miss everything.
They are. So we need to treat that as if the owner of the vehicle would be in the vehicle, pull them out. Other situations are the vehicle could have been seen in, a shots fired call or something of a serious nature that would require you to, think that they're armed and dangerous and would possibly shoot you. Does that clear it up?
Yeah, thank you.
What do we do in the situation? So say during the high-risk stop, right, we have 3 people in custody, but the vehicle doesn't come back to anybody, but it does come back to the person that has the initial outstanding warrant. What would be the procedures going forward from here?
So the procedure going forward from there would be the fact that obviously these individuals have done, if they've done nothing wrong, they would have had to do something for you to be able to perform the stop in the first place. So you need to have PC to pull the vehicle over to start with.
Whoa,
so either they ran a red
PC.
Light, they didn't stop at a red light. Or whatever.
Whoa.
They were speeding. They were driving in oncoming lanes. There'd be some reason as to why you would pull the vehicle over. You can't just pull the vehicle over wholly and solely because that license plate has a warrant out. You can follow them. You can.
Yes, you can. What the fuck?
The law. It gives you a reason to pull them over. You can't just pull anyone over just because you want to,
What?
So there would be PC for the stop to start with. If you don't have PC for the stop, you do not pull it over because...
I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue that as Jim.
You'll end up in court and you'll end up getting sued and a lot of people...
Oh, talking of court, did everyone respond to my fucking
You're
thing
also
yet?
not violating their rights because at the end of the day, they're just detained. We're not searching them, and we're not going past what we can do when someone's detained.
Was an open book.
I have a question. Can someone explain to me why we cleared the vehicle the way that we did, myself and Estenos? Anyone know why? Sorry, say that again?
Stay with your chest.
Officer Crossfire.
And now what were you going to say, Betty?
Oh, I was gonna say in case there's anyone else in there that might be crouched down.
The first, I think that's Reinhardt said it correct, is to avoid crossfire. You want to make sure that you are avoiding line of fire from your other officers just in case it does turn into a shootout, so you're not shooting one of your fellow officers in the back. Yeah, the person that's in the middle, you don't want to go ahead of the person that's in the front. You got to make sure you try to keep an eye on where he is while he's going clockwise.
If you give it a try, live and let die.
I think we went over everything.
There's no need for that, Bob, but get out, buddy.
I think that's it. Yeah, I think we went over everything.
We doing pursuits now?
Awesome. Real quick, we're gonna just have a quick chat with some PRT people, and we're gonna start pursuit training stuff.
Hell yeah!
You get all PRT people over here behind the high-risk stop.
Fun part until my brain explodes, you know? New one coming in 3 hours.
Only in 3 hours I'll be passed out with my slippers on.
Yeah, me too. I secure the package and I go to sleep.
My dog.
I'll be having, you know, I'll be passed out with my slippers on. What you see, Hastings? What is it?
The car.
Well, I know it's a car, but what is it?
The car. I just found it there.
Yeah, but what do you see?
I don't want to drive.
The blue car.
Blue car? You see, I see a golden car.
No.
Yeah?
Crazy.
That's right.
I think
You think it's blue? I say it's gold.
I think you're colorblind, yeah.
No, it's definitely a golden car, or it could be a black car, but I reckon it's gold.
What?
Gold? Yeah. Jesus Christ, Bridget. Oh.
14 Echo.
It's using new glass.
With light,
Gold?
Yeah, we're good over the 9 months, buddy.
See if they line up properly.
We were lining up
Line
again.
up in like a straight line on the concrete crack.
Okay.
Facing the cars. Thank you.
We're facing the cars, yeah.
Well, what's going on?
Lighting up.
Is this where we get shot?
Yeah, that's where we get lined up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Listen, don't take a night and then stay. You're gonna go, buddy. Just
All right.
go, man.
So, some pursuit theory things. Pursuits are a very big part of our job. Now, with that said, if you aren't a great driver, it's not the end of the world, because every person
Did I
in
shoot
a
some again?
pursuit
Not yet.
matters.
Not
Regardless
yet.
if you're a great driver or not. So, this car that I'm standing on right now, this Premier, this is your primary car. This car is the one that should be focused mostly on
What is that bird
the vehicle,
doing?
and it's typically the one that has started the pursuit, that is in the main pursuit of the vehicle at the beginning of a pursuit. Typically, this car will be doing pursuit comms until the next car attaches. So, moving on to the next car, this CVPI, in this case, will be secondary. The job of this vehicle is, the driver of this vehicle is to be doing your comms. They will be calling out comms, and the important thing when it comes to calling out comms, you are calling out the comms of the vehicle being pursued. So when that car turns, that's when you make your comm. You're not making the comm when you're turning. You're not making the comm when the unit in front of you is turning. Your call-out should be directly in relation
Let me
to
drive.
the
Let me drive
pursuit,
fast.
the
Now,
vehicle.
please. I need to wake up.
Third vehicle is your tertiary. Tertiary vehicle is very important for assisting when you're going through tight alleyways, potential areas for blocks. Anytime a pursuit
I've
goes through a
missed
tight alley,
going zoom,
which
fast.
could be a block potentially.
I need
Your
that
job is
racer
to be
rock
going
back in
around
my veins.
that alleyway and picking up the pursuit on the other side in case there is a block.
Is it a
The
-1
other
if I
important
make Jim
aspect
good
of
at spike
tertiary is that
strips?
You should always be driving in your proper lanes.
Is that a
You should
-1?
not be perfectly following primary and secondary. and you should be ready to pick up the position in case primary or secondary 50. If primary 50s and they're out of the pursuit for a moment, secondary will then become
Yeah, but they have
primary,
spikes just in the
tertiary
UK,
will
right?
become
I could
secondary,
use them and be good with them,
and
right?
the roles will
Smile?
then shift in the respective direction where tertiary will then start doing comms as secondary.
Zoom,
That makes
zoom,
sense?
crash. Really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Some very important things when it comes to your pursuits. Your comms should be very clear and very concise. You do not need to have very complicated comms. When a car makes a turn, there are 3 things that you need to make on that radio call: the turn direction, the cardinal direction, and the street name. Your comm should sound as simple as this: left, northbound, Alta Street. That's it. You don't need to say taking a left, or they're gonna be making a left or anything like that. That's all your comm needs to be: left, northbound, Alta.
Oh, I'm gonna feel my comms so hard that as Jim.
As long as you get your turn direction and your cardinal direction out, the rest of us are gonna figure out roughly where you're going. Once you get onto that street, you can make that comm as to what street you're on. So let's say you don't know what street you're turning on. Your comm will be left, northbound, standby, Alta Street. Once you get onto that street and your radar or GPS, whatever, helps you figure out what street you're on. Other things that are important with your pursuit: when you start a pursuit, your comm should also be very simple. My pursuit comm for this vehicle would be dispatch 297 1080 blue
Same
and
actually
color
as
two-door
bowling.
vehicle,
You never
and then
know.
cardinal direction.
Yeah, I reckon Jim's like a championship bowler back home.
And I have my watch open. So it would be dispatch 297 1080 blue and color two-door vehicle westbound, runway 1, traffic clear, weather light. That's backwards. Traffic light, weather clear. Sorry.
How do you know what bloody runway you're on?
That's your starting comm for a pursuit. Straight.
Is it a
simple,
runway?
Right to the point. No fluff, nothing complicated. Very clear and concise. The other very important thing that I want to drill into your guys' heads now with your pursuits. Again, you don't need to be an amazing driver. Your comms need to be straightforward and simple. If you lose visual on a car around a corner, even for 2 seconds, call VCB. Holding on to that comm in your secondary position doesn't do anybody any justice if you cannot see that car. As soon as you go VCB, which stands for visual contact broken, as soon as you lose visual of that car in whatever position you're in, call that out. The quicker you call out VCB, the quicker the rest of us can start adjusting our pursuit so that we can relocate that vehicle. If you make a left turn and you're in secondary, if the pursuit takes a left, you're in secondary, they go around a corner, as soon as you go VCB, you call VCB so that primary can make a comm in case that pursuit vehicle then turns again. Because for all you know, in your secondary position, if you're even a second behind them, they might make a left, and then they might make another left. And suddenly they're going the opposite direction that you were going previously. And everybody's going to be still going in the direction of your comms, and everybody's going to start getting confused. As soon as you lose contact, call it out. Do not try and be like the hero and hold your comm longer because you think you're gonna hold visual on them. Nobody cares about that. We're not judging you on whether or not you're able to keep visual on that car, or whether or not your comm is going to be able to stay with that car. If you lose it, we would rather you call VCB right away. If you regain visual, great. Continue your comms. The last thing that's important with your radio comms and pursuits, when you take over comms in secondary, very simple. Dispatch 297 secondary, or dispatch 297 secondary, and then start your comms. That's it. You don't need to say taking over comms or I got your comms or anything like that. You're gonna hear it on radio. People are gonna say it. As you kind of get more comfortable on duty and more used to things, you start to get more comfortable with when you can do something like that. But right now, a lot of you are brainless worms. You're all cadets.
That is accurate for Jim. He is a brainless worm.
Things. Don't be fluffing up your comms. Keep it simple. Keep it to the point. Get comfortable with the foundations and go from there. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Don't call me sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Fisher and Davenport are gonna show you guys what it looks like to do a proper pit. Once they do that, we're going to get into our groups, and we're going to have you guys all do some pit maneuvers on the runway, and then we'll go into pursuits from there. If Davenport, Fisher, if you guys have anything else that you want to add before we go on to that I may have missed, please go ahead and do so.
I need keys to this, but can any of the recruits tell me what PIT stands for? It's actually an acronym. Interesting. Alright, PIT stands for Pursuit Intervention Technique.
I was gonna say something stupid, but I stopped myself from saying
You should be
it.
aiming for sort of the back panel behind the tires. That's really where you need to be aiming when you go to pit. You don't ram, you don't hit them in the side, you don't hit them in the front, okay? That back panel
Hit
is
it
all
from
you
the
should be aiming
back.
for. It's literally to spin the car out. As stated, pursuit intervention.
You guys might want to all back up a little bit to where that other blue car is, so that they can come in at some speed, so they can do a pit.
Going for using bird as a meat shield.
That's fucked up. I didn't get keys.
It's valid.
I don't have keys to any of those.
Slim Jimmy, Dan, you got this. There you go, Slim Jimmy.
Please don't slim me.
Ooh, I can't believe you built
It's all good. I slim jimmed it myself. I should have tossed my keys up. Alright, well I'm gonna back up, and Davenport's gonna pit me. Hopefully in front of you guys, so you can see what it looks like.
Hopefully not into us. I'm a little nervous now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get behind the line and
You
get
have to
that.
stand confident, guys.
Alright,
No matter
Bunch of
what.
Skittles. I'm here.
Hold
for
the
it.
line.
He's pitting him the other way, don't worry.
Beautiful.
Alright, textbook pit, okay? He had the back panel. It was nice. It spun me out.
That was a bit
Gives
of
other
a
units a chance
Australian
to,
pit.
catch up, and it gives it, once units are there, the opportunity to box the vehicle. Alright? That's all it is. That's pit
I have a
right there.
question.
That's you need to be aiming
what
for that back
speed
panel that is by the tire.
Did you say what speed pits are taking out?
One thing I will bring up is I
Yeah?
experience this a lot because of everyone may be thinking differently to other people. I can't actually aim for their rear quarter. If I do that, I'm going to drive through their driver's door for them.
At what speeds can we pit?
Tell us. It was in your quiz?
75 on the CD and 100 in the highway. Question mark?
Yeah.
No question mark.
No question mark.
Also need to be approved.
I'm adding question marks to the end of every sentence I say now.
So yeah, what Davenport was saying
Just so it annoys you
is
now.
true, depending on sort of whereabouts
Everything
your
is now a
brain is in
question.
the world. If you try and put that back panel, you're going to end up more like smoke in the front of the car. So
Why do they not
you'll
want
get used
sir
to it,
or
but
ma'am?
sometimes
What's that
you
about?
are like aim a little bit behind the car, and you'll still collect the vehicle. If you get what I mean.
So that's
when
all
I-
fine, is not considered like strange or anything.
You'll kind of pick it up, and this is a perfect example for you to work it out. Every car is different. Every chase is different because you
I'm
don't
going
know.
to use the
who
force
you're
to
dealing with
pit
at the
you,
time.
bird.
I always try. If I'm pitting, I'll always try to pit further back than I should to start with. Otherwise, then I'll work my way forward. If I miss the first time, I'll try again, go a little closer to do it. That way, then you're not
Makes
actually
them
just
feel
driving into the
old.
door because, as some of you will know, when this stuff happens, you've got to be very mindful
Worse than I am.
of both sides. And I'm sure some of you will know what it's like when you see cops driving in here on the car as compared to when you see cops driving in here and hitting you. It aggravates the person that's driving the vehicle. It just escalates for no reason. So you got to be super careful when doing pits and stuff because you don't want to escalate anything. You're trying to de-escalate the chase and slow it down so that there's a chance for other units to catch up and possibly disable the vehicle. So just keep it in mind. Start back further than you actually think. Make your way forward every time you go to pit.
world
And then you'll find like the sweet spot for
join
that car
in
that you're trying to pit at the time. May take you 2 or 3 attempts, but you'll eventually get there. Don't think you got to go in at 1,000,000 miles an hour either. As you've seen, can pit at low speeds, can pit at high speeds, or higher speeds, not high speeds. It's all about where you aim your vehicle towards their vehicle, you know?
Excellent. Alright. You're all going to now have a chance to hit your fellow recruits. So, head towards your car, and I'm just going to chat with Autumn real quick and make sure you guys are in groups.
Did you talk about foot pursuits?
Not yet. We're just doing pits, and then we can
Talk about foot pursuits first, then we can just go in pure theory after. Oh, sorry, pure practical after that. Just do all the theory first, and then we'll go practicals. Then have to come back.
Where's my one?
Alright, while you're listening,
I think it's these two,
I'm
Jim.
going to talk quickly about
Yeah?
pursuits,
Okay.
so you all need to be watching.
Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Oh, someone's already
Is
in
anyone
it, yeah.
aware of how many foot units you're allowed per foot pursuit?
Two per person.
Yeah, 2 per person, okay?
There's a
Does anyone know
bloody
what
cat.
weaponry should be held by these
Oh, the CVPI is over here.
Taser for the primary, and then the secondary should be the lethal.
Primary should
Why
be
is
the
that?
lethal and secondary.
Fucking us up, Jimmy. They're setting us up for failure.
This is my
Sorry, what
one.
was
It's got
the
77 on the
last
top.
thing to take it up? Sorry.
Lucky number.
So it is, yeah, the closest unit usually will have a taser. If there's a distinct first or second unit, if you're sort of side by side, then it's whoever calls it out. So someone can call out, I have your
This is
lethal,
Spurs
or
Academy,
I
you
have
did it,
taser.
really?
But what we don't want is
I
we
haven't
don't
been to
want
one in a
2
while,
lethals
to be
out
fair.
or 2 tasers out, okay? It needs to be 1 taser per foot pursuit, please. Why might we want someone to have
Oh, I
lethal
just
out?
realized my issue.
In case they turn around and hit him. In case they turn around and hit us.
They pull a gun. Basically, yeah. Yeah. I've seen it before. It's happened to me. These criminals like to round corners and pull guns out. And if you know, it takes a little time to put your taser away and pull your pistol out. So it's good that that second unit already has.
How do I turn my
ready
engine
so
off?
They can return fire as soon as it happens.
Well, I do it like that. I thought I was going
so you
crazy.
Want 2, okay. Ideally, you're going to want to tackle them first. Okay, get close enough to tackle them to the ground. And then, as we talked about yesterday,
I wasn't there for the case law
verbalization,
bit
so you need
because
to tell
Jim
them,
was
"All
nearly
right, I'm
getting
placing your hands
fired.
behind your back.
So I
I'm
didn't
going to
hear
cuff
it.
you now." Anything to that sort of extent to let them know that you're going to cuff them. If they resist cuffs, then you can warn them and say, "Hey, you keep resisting, I am going to tase you." All right. If you keep running away, if you're going to use your taser on someone, you need to give them ample warning, okay? Let them know that, hey, I am going to tase you if you keep running, okay? That is really, really important that they hear you say that. Just like with when we do vehicle pursuits, when you are on a foot bail with someone, you need to let them know what clothing is. So when you're in a foot pursuit, just give them this, description. Say, hey, I'm chasing the male with a red hoodie and the black hat. We're going west along, I think.
I think it's the one thing that
Howard
even
Ave."
full officers don't do.
And you
Is
need
foot
to
pursuits
keep communicating
properly.
while you're foot pursuit. Because sometimes what can happen is you might not get a second member on the foot pursuit straight away. So you need to keep communicating that, you're by yourself, this is your target, and then, hopefully backup will come and assist you, okay? But it is really, really important that you communicate who you're chasing and where you're chasing them to.
Where's
and then, like I
FOV?
said, just verbalizing everything. Hey, stop, this is the police, stop running, stop resisting. I'm going to tase you if you keep doing this. You need to make sure you're verbalizing everything. Then there can be no questions. Like, if it goes to a court of law and they say, this guy tased me, you can be on the stand and you can say, well, hey, I gave this guy more than 3 warnings. I told him I was going to tase him if he kept running, and he kept running. So I don't know why he's surprised Pikachu face about it.
I don't know what that does, but I'm gonna toggle it.
All right. Any questions about foot pursuits?
Where is FOV?
Go for it.
One thing I'd
There
like
we
to
go.
add about foot pursuits that I do not see a lot of officers do that is very important. Same thing as in a vehicle pursuit. If you're a secondary in your VCB on a foot pursuit target and you have the person in front of you is lethal, if you cannot see the person they're chasing anymore, you do not have their lethal. you can't see the person to shoot them if they were to pull a gun. So it's very important that you let the person in front of you who's closer to the suspect know, I do not have your lethal anymore. Hold your own lethal. Right? That is very important. I don't see a lot of officers do that, but that is something that we should be doing. If they're like climbing on a rooftop or something, you're mid climbing a ladder, let them know, hey, I cannot see them. Hold your own lethal.
Yeah.
It's for their own safety.
I'm gonna sit with you.
Important thing, I forgot pursuit theory. I don't know how I missed this one. There is a 4th unit for pursuits. Okay, every pursuit should have 4 units. Every one vehicle should have 4 units on it for like the start of a pursuit. That 4th vehicle's job is parallel. That parallel car should be following around on other side streets. It should not
Oh
be in the
god,
main
of course
pursuit.
they forget how to
It should be there
parallel,
and ready to
dude.
pick up the pursuit in case another vehicle crashes out. If there's a block or if PBS is authorized, they should be the primary vehicle that should be setting up spike strips. Spike strips we'll go over with your day 1 session, so don't worry too terribly about those right now. But
Oh,
there
I
is a
love
4th unit
spike
for
strips,
pursuits. That
man.
is your parallel unit.
I can't
That
wait.
unit is far more important than a lot of people believe it to be. It can be very it can be a game changer in terms of being able to recover vehicles that may have been lost during a pursuit and whatnot. I did forget to do that. That's what I'm like. Anyway, continue.
I think the foot pursuit part was wrapped up, so we're going to do the pits now. Have them practice their pits.
Let's go.
How are you feeling?
I'm doing great. I think I'm cooked. I think I'm not gonna make it.
I feel like you're gonna make it. I believe.
You think so?
Yeah.
You believe in me? Wow.
Supportive Lucas.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of information, but you'll have time to soak it all up and use it in practice.
You want me? I'll
I
help.
think my main weakness is probably gonna be like comms. Or sometimes I struggle with just
really.
Yeah, kind of like sometimes I just struggle with words, kind of, and I need a couple seconds to think what I need to say.
Okay.
I guess
well,
that just
it's a good
comes
thing
with
that
time.
you have me in the car with you.
Really?
Yeah. I'm okay with.
So should we just gather?
Nah, you're amazing, probably.
Yes. Break up as a group. Gather your group and go from there. So I'm gonna be with Larry's group. Larry's group, we're going to channel 7. Fisher's group, go channel 8.
Where's Devon? Devon.
Hello.
There you are. You want to be a fast car driver?
Radio jacket.
Stand 2. So,
right, where we going?
People in my group are going to be
hold on, I gotta
Victor,
repair the car.
Aisha, and Devon. So if you just want to grab a...
Do you guys only have 2 cars?
Come over to this, my vehicle here.
We're just gonna go onto the road here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just essentially chain. So this person is gonna, I'll pick up a little bit of speed. They'll come up, you'll pit me at safe speeds. Safe speed pits are gonna be under 75. And then we'll just swap. So whoever does a pit, they'll then jump to the back of the line, and the next person will come up, and we'll just rinse and repeat as we continue going. Okay?
With that, yeah.
Make sure your sirens are on, and I want secondary doing simple, basic comms for these pit pursuits. Okay?
709 secondary going southbound, thank you to approach road.
Fuck him up!
Right, northwestbound. So
Get him into the wall.
That was a clear. It's successful.
No, I don't think that was successful. No, it was.
1050.
766 secondary, we're continuing westbound on runway. It's a green colour 2-door Sports, going for pit here. Stand by, pit successful.
Next.
644 taking secondary. Setting southeast, down runway 3.
I'm going for picture.
Goes for the pig pit, wasn't successful. He's still line. Successful pit.
Another thing with your comms, I should have mentioned this as well before. Your comms should only be northeast, south, or west. Never northeast, never southeast. Just pick a prominent
Onto runway, exactly.
number, a prominent cardinal direction, and use that one as your.
Oh, you're flipping me off!
This direction currently, we would be westbound. All right, copy. I will do one more rotation through everybody. Practice it.
Secondary going westbound on Fort Zancudo approach. Left. Nope, hit successful. Southbound.
Something else when it comes to pits
northbound.
is that sometimes they're going to have a vehicle that might be going too fast for a pit. When you have a vehicle that's going too fast for a pit, you're going to want to try and get them on a corner.
766 secondary, eastbound onto runway. In Fort Zancudo we are. Now northbound. 766, I'm primary going for picture.
664, take a second.
Come here, you bastard! Come here!
Go westbound. Taking a right. North. Back westbound.
He's faster! Slow down!
Vehicle U-turning. Heading back east.
No, he slowed down for me. Me, you cheeky bugger.
Taking a right. Westbound.
No taking.
Left turn. Southbound. 15. You can go east.
Eastbound.
I'm going.
U-turn. Another U-turn.
But this thing's so slow! Hey, you bastard!
Equal 50 into the groove. Taking primary.
709 secondary, we're going westbound, walking on the side of the road. Westbound, speeds of 75. U-turn going south and eastbound.
You oughta make me lose my breath, make me water.
Right, southbound, looks like on the road. Right, eastbound, but westbound, looks like on the road.
Take it. Westbound.
Fuck you, Maple.
There, where's the comms?
Still heading westbound. U-turning southeast. Southbound. Eastbound. Eastbound. Turning
Nice.
left. Big pit.
Nicely done. A little bit hard, but still.
Oh.
Alright, so one of the biggest things when it comes to these corner pits, the biggest risk when you do with a corner pit, I'm going to cut your silence for a second, guys. You will be compromising your line into that corner So you want to make sure that before you go for a pit on a corner for a car that's very fast, that might be slowing down for you to pit them on a straight, that you have people behind you ready to take up that spot. Because if you guys just follow with me slowly here, if I'm taking this corner right here in front of us to the left, you should be cutting this corner short and cutting me off so that you can pit me, right? You don't want to T-bone me. You got to be very careful about that. You're still aiming for the back of the car,